All right, well, happy Friday, everybody, and I hope I had a good work week as well.
Yes, happy Friday. It's been a long week, but we've seen really nice, quiet weather. So hopefully everyone's having a good end to the work week and ready for the weekend.
Yeah, we just wanted to come on here and give you an updated forecast, basically for the rest of today, and take a look right now at our live IMAX 12. We already have a few stray showers starting to pop up, but it's a hit or miss situation, unfortunately, for us when it comes to today. However, farther up into North Mississippi and out there to our northwest, they've been getting out some action. We even got a severe thunderstorm warning close to Tupelo area. So
Yeah, and that's producing some gusty winds and even some small hail. So definitely more widespread and scattered showers and storms up to our north and to our west. So thankfully, we are not going to have to worry about any of those heavy downpours. Maybe again a stray shower like we're seeing this afternoon, but it certainly is hot.
yeah, it's just been,
for sure.
unfortunately, that's just been our forecast basically all week.
Yeah.
It's just been hot afternoons, and right now this is a live look over Pearl. We got some clouds starting to filter in, but it's 93 degrees, dew points in the mid 60s, so it's not oppressive luckily, but it's still slightly humid.
Yeah, it's enough humidity to send that feels like temperature a couple degrees above our air temperature. So it feels like 95, but we do have a nice mix of sun and clouds out there. Again, these clouds are likely just going to keep us a little shaded from the sun.
Yeah, time to time.
Yeah, time to time, a stray shower, but overall, we're just going to be warm. And we were warm yesterday. We're going to be warm again. So mid 90s is the high in Jackson and around the metro area, similar for much of the region. 93 for your high in Yazoo City, in Forest and Laurel, 92 in Natchez. And this time of the year, we're usually topping out in the upper 80s. So
Yeah, so definitely way above average, unfortunately, which, I mean, hey, we're wrapping up summer.
Yep.
We got 2 days left this weekend, and then Monday is fall, so,
yeah,
but unfortunately,
maybe people are glad to see these mid 90s. They'll, one last summer hurrah to go out to the pool or to the res, whatever that looks like.
Exactly, yeah, you can get on to that action one last time
Yeah.
before we get that fall weather. Now, we'll track out when it comes to our stray showers for the rest of today. Once we keep on progressing, a lot of these are just going to pop up here and there. It's just a hit or miss situation. The only thing this rain is really going to do is give you a little bit of a downpour, quickly move on out, maybe cool you down a bit. That's about it.
Yeah, definitely count yourself lucky if you get a little nice cool down. But the good news is for tonight, we're not expecting
Too much.
too much. A couple of stray showers lingering through the evening hours, but for Friday night football,
It should be overall good for most
Yeah,
areas. They
yeah.
should be having that good weather. Of course, a stray shower will be possible, but it won't last too long, and throughout the game, the rain will be wrapping up. So overall, those look good for Friday Night Lights if you're going to be going out there supporting your high school team or, of course, supporting your kid or anything like that. So it looks good overall.
it does look nice. And the good news is those temperatures do start to drop. So not too hot, but make sure to stay hydrated, especially if you're out there early. And if you're staying active, make sure you're hydrating and wearing the right kind of clothing because it's still going to be hot.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, once we get to the overnight hours, we're going to see temperatures starting off what we've seen every morning, mid to upper 60s, not too far off of our average and mostly clear. It's not until we get to these afternoons, unfortunately, for this weekend where we see the same exact case scenario. Just mid-90s, stray showers possible, very low chance, hit or miss.
Yes, copy and paste forecast. We really haven't seen much change. And again, it's been nice for outside plans, but not so nice for those drought conditions that are worsening by the week. So we definitely need the rain. Make sure this is your reminder. Get out the the garden hose and the sprinklers because you'll need it. It's certainly dry, but the weekend does look nice for being outside, but also for Saturday football. Of course, college football is in full swing now, and Mississippi State taking on Northern Illinois in the afternoon, so 3:15. The hottest part of the day.
It's gonna be a hot
Low
one.
90s for you up in Starkville and the Golden Triangle. Make sure you're hydrating, but again, a stray shower can be ruled out. Overall, dry though, similar in Oxford.
Yeah, same exact situation going on in Oxford and Starkville. It's just going to be hot in the afternoon. So, yeah, like Gracie was saying earlier, water, definitely a good idea. Now, we'll talk about our rain chances. They're staying low as we go through this week into Monday, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, that's where we could see some possibility and some changes, and even some better overall coverage of rain. And the reason why is a low-pressure system out to our northwest, so it'll start to track its way closer towards us. So we'll go out through this, and as we get into our Tuesday, we're looking some scattered showers, but Wednesday looks like better overall coverage, and possibly going into our Thursday as well into the morning hours. But past that, it starts to move out. But people should probably take it with a grain of salt. Our models
Yeah.
aren't exactly lined up with the timing right now. So
yeah, timing could definitely change. Just know that probably by middle of the week we'll be tracking, maybe even early next week we'll be tracking some better coverage of rain. So this should bring hopefully some more promising rain totals for us around the Magnolia State, but also look out for 1 or 2 rogue stronger thunderstorms. We're still going to watch this closely. Honestly, dynamics don't look too impressive right now, but we'll of course keep you up to date if that changes the closer we get. The good news is this is going to bring our temperatures back down at least closer to seasonal. Not a big cool down by any means. We're not feeling those, sweater weather type of conditions or cold conditions. But hey, I'll take the upper 80s over the mid 90s.
Oh, all day, yeah. So finally, we will see possibly our temperatures getting closer to average, which will be nice. Now, we'll switch things up, talk about the tropics. We talk about it for a bit. Gabrielle, it's out there.
Yeah.
Tropical storm, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. It is strengthening. It is getting more organized as we keep talking. And by this weekend, they are expecting it to become a Category 1 hurricane as of I think Sunday morning. Yes, Sunday morning at 7 a.m. And
open waters. Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much. I mean, Bermuda is it's going to get fairly close to Bermuda, but still should pass to the east of it. So watching out, for folks on the islands of Bermuda to see some dangerous rip currents. But overall, I mean, this is going to stay out far from home for us. Category 2 though, but by Monday. Excuse me. So we are going to see this move eventually to the northern parts of the Atlantic, and of course, as always, less conducive environment for further development. So I do think it'll start to fizzle out once it gets past the islands of Bermuda.
Absolutely, and we are tracking one other disturbance right now, and it's just another tropical wave. That's when we get into this month of September. It's one of the things you really have to keep an eye on is these waves coming off the coast of Africa, moving into the Atlantic, where they become more organized, and especially the ones that stay a little bit farther down to the south, those are the ones we really keep an eye on. But as of right now, this is just a low 20% chance, and we have plenty of time to watch this system. We'll definitely know better by next week. Yeah,
plenty of time. We're really not concerned with any immediate threats from the tropics across our area and across the Gulf Coast states. We've been pretty dry, and that's kind of how we're going to stay for the next 8 days.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We do have a few more weeks, though, a couple more months of hurricane season. So we're going to watch it and of course keep you up to date if anything changes. Overall, the 8-day forecast though is looking very similar to what we have seen the last few days. Mid 90s, low chance of rain, and of course slight cool down closer to seasonal coming next week after that front moves through, and finally seeing some better chances of rain.
Yeah, absolutely, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the Friday, and of course has a good weekend as well.
Yes, y'all have a great weekend. We'll be back next week, but stay safe and stay cool out there.